Before you guys go on rambling in the comments, oh, why do you put this guy up here? This guy was a better choice. Literally, I could give a shit, honestly. Anyways, if you have your own opinions, don't be all aggressive about it. Put them in the comments down below. Maybe I'll consider them putting in another video. Anyways, let's get on to the video. At number 5, we have Zulu. Now, I know Zulu is all the way from Swap Team and doesn't really fit into Imagineers or any other new game, but he's still very resourceful, other than his third attack. We'll get into that later. Other from his third attack, which I said we'll get into later, his two other moves are very resourceful, especially his second attack, the wolf attack. His wolf attack is very good in certain situations, like when you're trying to focus on one enemy, but another enemy tries to attack you. Just use the wolf and most of the time he'll just go to the other enemy. But there's also his bottom path, which the dog or the wolf can give you food. That's very useful, and you're guaranteed to get a pizza, so that's really useful. It's like a free 150 health right there. But although it's very rare to get, not very rare, just you don't get it all the time. And it does say when you're at low health. Anyways, his soul gem is something. It's not the best soul gem, but it's still a really good soul gem, I'll say that. His main attack, it shoots, I think they're homing. Pretty much they're just homing birds, and one of the upgrades lets them do double damage, so that means they'll come back, swoop down, and you get like an extra 5 damage, which isn't the greatest, but it's still extra damage. Take it or leave it. Honestly, he's pretty good. Now his third attack. Oh god. It doesn't do a lot of damage, it's really slow, and it's just pretty much a waste of time. Even if you do the top path, I just doubt it will help with the third attack really. So you're just better sticking up with, you're just better going on to the bottom path.
Well, nice and still trail.
Next on the list for number 4 is Drill Sergeant. Oh, I already see the comments. What, Drill Sergeant? All the way from SSA 1? Yeah, SSA 1, I don't care. He's literally my favorite Skylander from SSA 1. Fight me. Actually, no, fight me, please. Anyways, he's actually really good in my opinion. Other from his soul gem being just extra armor, you can take more hits. His attacks are pretty good, except for his third attack. Just like Zulu. Yeah, it's resourceful in some areas, but it does like 4 damage at best, and it's not really that good. You're better with sticking up to the top half. With his first attack, he shoots out a pretty much homing drill, and it does a good amount of damage. You can shoot 2 at a time, and it reloads pretty quickly. His third attack, second attack, is a drilling mode where he just straight up just drill, and it's a really fast attack. A good way to get out of tight situations, and it does damage too. But it doesn't do a lot of damage. But it's still a good way to get out of sticky situations. His third attack is just little homing balls that just home into enemies and pretty much just do damage, I guess. Not really resourceful. His top path is pretty much the best path. His mini rockets that shoot out, I'm telling you, literally the best upgrade you could ever ask for. Other than his soul jump being pretty much useless in some areas, I'd say Drill Sergeant's pretty okay in my opinion, and deserves more recognition.
He shoots, he spores!
Now next on the list for number 3 is Shrim Boom. Now I know he's not really underrated, but he's still kind of hated on. I don't understand why, but I don't even know if he gets hated on. Nonetheless, I don't see enough people talk about him. He's literally the best core from Giants, other than Pop Fizz. He's really good in my opinion. Mainly his third attack, which, wow, his third attack is useful? No way. It shoots out a spore from the air, from the sky, and it basically just slowly comes down and it hits him. Once you get, you should go for the bottom path, honestly. once you do the bottom path and you can shoot 3 at a time and they start doing damage over time, you're gonna use that attack a lot. Yeah, it shoots 3 at a time. That's crazy. And his soul gem's actually really good when you want to get out of situations. But you're not really gonna have to do that. His main attack is really good in my opinion. Good amount of damage, and plus they can bounce. That's really good in my opinion. Top tier, honestly. Shrim Boom deserves way more recognition, honestly.
Supreme!
Now, onto the second most underrated character in my opinion, Golden Queen. Guys, I know Golden Queen isn't the best starter pack character, but she's still really good in my opinion. A lot of people don't like her due to her Sky Chi, which I'll explain in a bit. It's really up to you to decide whether she's bad, mainly because of her main attack, which is a ranged scar, whatever you call it. It's a little bug that basically hits enemies. It does good damage in my opinion. Her second attack is I'm pretty sure it's like a bomb of sorts. Anyways, but you can literally freeze enemies basically. Why do you guys hate Golden Queen so much? Anyways, her third attack summons a royal guard or butterfly, whatever she calls it. She calls it butterfly for some reason. Anyways, you can summon it. It basically just targets any enemy near it, and it does good damage in my opinion. Now onto her soul gem. Her soul gem is really good in my opinion. She just turns giant, and she shoots laser out her eyes, and she can smash people. Pause. And that's what people say is her saving grace, when really it's not. It's not her saving grace. She's already a good character and a good starter pack character in my opinion. And her Sky Chi is basically just a giant scarab, and you control it. Basically, bad Juju's Sky Chi, but a lot harder to see this giant scarab. And yeah, it's basically the same thing as bad Juju's Sky Chi. But anyways, you guys should not hate on Golden Queen. She is literally top tier, and she's a golden mommy if you say so. Now, when we do get to the character I think is the most underrated, please don't hate on it. It's just my opinion. I mainly made this list because people don't talk about these characters enough, and they don't get enough praise. Now, onto the most underrated character in my opinion.
Face the mace!
Tri-Tip. I know Tri-Tip. He's insanely good. He's insanely underrated. People don't talk about him enough. Everyone almost talks about just Wildstorm. Oh, Robo is really good. Oh, you guys like Grave Clubber. Tri-Tip is mainly not talked about due to how quote unquote bad Golden Queen is, and how bad Barbella is. I don't have Barbella. I don't know if she's good or not, and I probably will never get her. But that's a story for another time. If I do get her, which I don't know when. But that's basically the reason why he doesn't get talked about, because those other two element characters that weigh him down, he shouldn't be weighed down by those two characters. But he's really, really good. His first attack, once you get his top path, which is basically the best path, where you upgrade his mace and make it do a lot of damage, best way I can describe it, it's basically the only attack you'll ever use. Not that the other two attacks are bad, which they aren't. His second attack is a dash attack. It does good damage. A good way to get out of situations. It's a good way to get closer to enemies. His third attack is pulling out forces from the ground, and they clamp onto enemies and they slow them down. That's not a bad attack either. But his main reason why I think he's really good is his soul gem. A meteor occasionally, by occasionally I mean like every 30 seconds, gets a meteor to hit random enemies. That's really good. That's amazing actually. That's really good in my opinion. And it should be talked about more. His Sky Chi, being him just spinning around, that's really cool. It's really good. It's really good. It does good damage. Not creative, or not really that creative, but it's still really good in my opinion. But that's about it. The list was kind of short. I wanted to make a short video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment who you think should have been on the list, and please don't be aggressive about it. This is my opinion after all. Uh, goodbye.